Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. My dear students, I hope you are fine. Unit 7 Workbook, page 21 and 22. Now, my dear students, let's move to Workbook, page 21. Open your Workbook, page 21, and let's move to exercise number 1. Complete the sentences using words from the list. The words are confusion, regret, massive, recover, despite, qualities, depression, material. Number 1. Honesty is one of my friend's best. Honesty is one of my friend's best. Think and try to write the correct answer. Yes, good. Honesty is one of my friend's best qualities. Number 2. It takes 3 to 4 weeks to from a broken arm or leg. It takes 3 or 4 weeks to from a broken arm or leg. Yes, who? Find the answer. That's right. Recover. It takes 3 to 4 weeks to recover from a broken arm or leg. Number 3. Cotton is the used most to make cloth from. It's very cheap. Cotton is the used most to make cloth from. It's very cheap. Yes, who can say the answer? Good. Cotton is the material used most to make cloth from. It is very cheap. Number 4. He started at the book until he realized he was holding it upside down. He started at the book in space until he realized he was holding it upside down. Yes, who find the answer? That's good. Confusion. He started the book in confusion until he realized he was holding it upside down. Number 5. I used to play the piano really well, but now I can't. Not practicing enough. I used to play the piano really well, but now I can't. Not practicing enough. Who can say the answer? Yes, my dear students. That's good. I used to play the piano really well, but now I can't. I regret not practicing enough. Number 6. All the hardships she faced, she was able to overcome them and win the race. All the hardships she faced, she was able to overcome them and win the race. That's right. Despite all the hardships she faced, she was able to overcome them and win the race. Number 7. Though it's not the tallest building in the world, Al-Hamra Tower is still, yes, who can say, is still massive. That's right. Number 8. After Marcus' house caught fire, he lost everything he had and fell into After Mark's house caught fire, he lost everything he had and fell into depression. That's right. Exercise number 2. Join the sentences using the past perfect and the words in brackets. Number 1. We parked the car. The game started. Use by the time. Let's see the answer. Yes, by the time we parked the car, the game had already started. Number 2. The electricity went out. I sat down to eat. Use just as. The answer is the electricity went out just as I had sat down to eat. Number 3. She arrived at the cinema. She forgot to bring the ticket. Use but. The answer is she arrived at the cinema, but she had forgotten to bring the ticket. Number 4. He bought a new phone. He found the old one. Use after. He found the old phone after he had bought a new one. Exercise number 3. Correct and complete the missing punctuation in the following dialogue. Isa, did you have a nice vacation in Oman? Here we should put the punctuation. We should start with the capital letter. The end of the sentence should have a full stop or a question mark. Ahmed, yes, my family and I visited Muscat first, and then we went to Salalah. Isa, I have never been there before. It is fun. Ahmed, it's a lot of fun. The best time to visit is May when the weather is warm. Now check your answers. Look at the first sentence. We started dead by a capital letter. Then Oman is a country. We started the first letter in capital. The end of the question is a question mark. Sentence 2 in the dialogue. Ahmed, yes. It's a pause. We put comma. My family and I, subjective pronoun I should be a capital letter, visited Muscat, it's a city, M capital first, and then we went to Salalah. The sentence is a statement, so we put a full stop. Isa, I have never been to there before. It is fun. I have never been there before. Full stop. Is it fun? It's a question tag. Ahmed, it is a lot of fun. The best time to visit is in May when the weather is warm. Let's look at the punctuation of the sentence. It is a lot of fun. Full stop. The best. Start with a capital letter. The best time to visit is in May when the weather is warm. End is in. Full stop. Now, my dear students, let's move to workbook page 22. Exercise number 1. Read Anwar's journal and rewrite these sentences using I wish plus past perfect. Read Anwar's journal and rewrite these sentences using I wish plus past perfect. Last week my family and I went to an amusement park. The weather was hot and humid. The answer is I wish the weather hadn't been hot and humid. I wish the weather hadn't been hot and humid. The sentence is given in our workbook. I wish we hadn't gone to the amusement park. I wish we hadn't gone to amusement park. I brought my camera with me, but it was very heavy, and I got tired from carrying it around. I wish my camera hadn't been very heavy. I wish my camera hadn't been very heavy. Or I wish my camera had been lighter. I can use negative or affirmative to go with the meaning of the sentence. My family went on the train ride, but I didn't go with them. They said it was a lot of fun. I wish I had gone with my family on the train ride. We had lunch at a fast food restaurant, but the sandwiches didn't taste good. I wish I hadn't eaten the sandwiches. I wish I hadn't eaten the sandwiches. Or I wish I hadn't eaten at the fast food restaurant. I couldn't find it anywhere. I wasted 2 hours looking for it. I wish I hadn't wasted 2 hours looking for it. I wish I hadn't wasted 2 hours looking for it. Or in another form, I wish I hadn't looked for it. Now, my dear students, let's move to exercise number 2, page 22, workbook. Match the situation with their consequences, then rewrite the sentences using the third conditional. If plus past perfect would have plus past participle. Number 1, he had trained more. Number 2, I remembered his birthday. Number 3, she went to the doctor. Number 4, they planted more trees. Number 5, I be more careful. The second column, letter A, not be in so much pain. Letter B, the city air not be so polluted. Letter C, not fall down the stairs. Letter D, win first place in the Olympics. Letter E, did not forget to buy a gift. Now, let's see the matching numbers with letters. Yes, number 3 with letter A. Number 4 with letter B. Number 5 with letter C. Number 1 with letter D. Number 2 with letter E. So let's write the full sentences correctly Number 1. If he had trained more, he would have won the first place in the Olympics. If he had trained more, he would have won the first place in the Olympics. Think in number 2. Say number 2 with the letter E. If I had remembered his birthday, I wouldn't have forgotten to buy a gift. Number 3. If she had gone to the doctor, she wouldn't have been in so much pain now. Here, in all sentences, we used the third conditional if plus past perfect would have plus past participle. Number 4. If they had planted more trees, the city air wouldn't have been so polluted. Number 5. If I had been more careful, I wouldn't have fallen down the stairs. Here, my dearest students, we have reached the end of our unit and lesson today. We hope that you have enjoyed a useful time with us. We wish you continued success. See you well. Thank you.